Oh wait, so the lighting choices, the lighting assignment, yeah. Um, so for 3-point lighting, it's really simple. I mean, you just set them all up the way they're supposed to be set up, and then, you got your 100, 75, 25. That one, I mean, there's not much choice to that one. Split lighting was more of, we turned the backlight off for that one because I didn't like the way it was highlighting, like, the back of the face. I wanted that side of the face that's supposed to be dark to be darker. Um, and same thing with Rembrandt. We turned that backlight on because I actually wanted a little more highlighting on the darker side of the face where the triangle was. And Rembrandt was by far the hardest one to get that triangle to appear, to get it to show up. That was very difficult. Um, the beauty lighting was just, we turned all of the lights all the way up to 100, tried to get rid of as much shadow as possible. And then the artistic lighting, I wanted it to be darker in the back, but brighter like in the front because I wanted to have two subjects and have the one person in the back like shadowed kind of. And I liked the way that doing like blue lighting in the back and then red lighting in the front made that effect kind of pop out. And I'd say artistic was definitely the most fun one to do because I got to experiment with what the different colors did and how to play with the shadows with the different colors. Easiest part of the project was the 3-point lighting. I mean, there's not much you can do wrong with that. You set up the lights where they go and you put them where they go. And the hardest part, like I said, was the Rembrandt getting that triangle to show up is so difficult. The 3 takeaways I got were that I did not know how bright those lights could get, and it's sitting there as a subject, it's blinding. Angles on lights are incredibly specific. You move it barely at all, and suddenly your shot's completely different with all the shadows and everything. The backlighting, way more important than it seems like it would be. Like getting like a spotlight effect in the background versus like moving them farther away from the wall and getting a brighter background. It actually helps a lot with certain shadowy like scenarios, bringing out different lighting effects there. I don't know that there's anything I distinctly wish I learned more, but I wish I got to play around more with like not just 2 people shots, but with group shots, with having like, and it wasn't like that we didn't learn how to do stuff like that, but it was more of like I wanted more room, more space to be able to incorporate more people. You do an actual like a movie shot, something like that with the lighting. I know this video was kind of boring, but I couldn't think of anything to do for it. I lack creativity. That's why the last one was just my dog. So, yeah, that's all I got.